Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. So the liberal media is just absolutely going crazy. The new job number has come out where 255,000 jobs were created in July, and it drops the unemployment rating to 4.9%. And, guys, what you have to understand is that we live in liberal America. We live in Obama's America, okay, where progressivism is great and the facts don't matter. But in the official unemployment rating, they do not include people that are not looking for work, that are not participating in the workforce. Those are not included whatsoever. So if you haven't been looking for work in the past 4 weeks, you're not included in the official unemployment rating. And from what we've seen here, I mean, the number of people not participating in the workforce is at 94,600,000. But we only have a 4.9% unemployment rating. So the economy's not getting better. People are not better off under Obama. But that's what the liberal media is telling you. And I was just reading an article from CNBC. I want you to listen to how deceptive this is. Okay, listen to this. Job creation crushed estimates in July as the economy added 255,000 positions, according to the Labor Department. The headline unemployment rate held steady at 4.9% through a more encompassing measure that includes those not actively looking for work and those working part-time for economic reasons, moved up a notch to 9.7%. That's that's the thing. All right. The official unemployment rating of 4.9% does not include the people that are not actively looking for work. And as this article says, it says that those not actively looking for work and those working part-time for economic reasons moved up a notch to 9.7%. Though it is still mirrored near generational lows, the labor force participation rate ticked up 1/10 to 62.8% as those counted as not in the labor force decreased to 184,000 to 94.3 million. So, guys, the thing that gets me here is that we're being told how great the economy is, but look at the number, the actual number. We are at, and they're going to say, they're going to make it sound better than it is. It's at 94 million. Record generational lows of people participating in the workforce. We haven't seen numbers like this since the Carter administration. I haven't seen numbers like this. I wasn't born in the Carter administration. I was born in the end of the Clinton era. So, I mean, guys, the thing that gets me is that we're being told that everything is great. It's all hunky-dory under Obama. They released this fraudulent 4.9% unemployment rating. I'm sorry, it's so absolutely pathetic. It is so stupid. But that's the media for you. They are leading us to believe that everything is great, everything is fantastic under Obama, and that's why we need Hillary Clinton. We need to continue the policies of this administration because it's just going up from here. And guys, I'm sorry, people don't feel it. People do not feel like everything is better. People do not feel like the country is better off under Obama. People are not feeling these benefits. And the reason why is because they're not beneficial. President Obama's policies have harmed the culture, have harmed the population, have harmed this economy more than we have seen under any other administration in a long time. It's the truth. I mean, when you have record number of people that are not participating in the workforce, when you have high unemployment in the African American community, millennials unable to find work that are going to college or getting a degree and then they can't get a job. I'm sorry, but this is not an economically successful America compared to previous years. When you have record numbers of people not participating in the workforce and you have the liberal mainstream media like CNN and MSNBC telling you how great the economy is, It's very hard to take him seriously. Very hard to take him seriously. But, guys, that's the thing that gets me. They keep feeding us this garbage, and it's meaningless because people know the truth. Because the media can tell you whatever numbers they want. But when people are out of work, record numbers of people are out of work, I'm sorry, people see that. And I really don't think that they are going to give Obama a third term by electing Hillary Clinton. I hope not anyway, but we'll have to see. Anyway, from Breitbart News, we have an article here for you. Obama is on pace to reach target of 10,000 Syrian refugees in the United States. According from this is actually from Associated Press. Breitbart reposted it. But from Washington, after a slow start, it appears an increasingly likely possibility that the Obama administration will hit its goal of admitting 10,000 Syrian refugees into the United States before the end of September. The State Department totals show that 2,340 Syrian refugees arrived last month in the United States. Oh, great. That's more than what occurred during the entire 7 months after Barack Obama's directed his team to prepare for 10,000 admissions from the war-torn country. Total admissions for the current budget year now come about 7,900, and the vast majority of them are Sunni Muslims, records show. If the pace from July and June continues this month, from June to July, continues this month, the target should be reached a couple of weeks to spare before Obama heads to the United Nations to urge the world leaders to admit more refugees and to increase funding for relief organizations. The UN General Assembly is holding a summit to address the large movements of refugees and migrants that stems primarily from the conflicts in the Middle East and Africa. Obama would have been hard-pressed to make the case for other countries to do more, with the U.S. failing to reach a goal that amounts to only 2% of the 480,000 Syrian refugees in need of resettlement. Organizations that help relocate Syrian refugees said the White House and other administration officials have grown increasingly confident of hitting the target. They put more resources on it, which is also allowing more individuals to be processed and therefore able to travel, said Stacey Blake, a spokeswoman for the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants, one of 9 groups that help resettle Syrian refugees. So we are admitting apparently 10,000 Syrian refugees into the country, many of which will be unvetted. And of course, they'll say, oh yeah, we vetted them. We checked them out thoroughly. But the thing is that when you don't have a database to compare them to, because a lot of that high-tech equipment doesn't exist over there in Syria, how are you going to conduct a thorough examination of these people? You're not. It's impossible. You can't do it. But here you have President Obama saying, well, you know what? We don't care. We're going to go ahead. We're going to bring them all in. We're going to bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 10,000 of them, actually. And we don't care what the states say. The states, they don't want them. It doesn't make much of a difference to me, federal or Trump state. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to bring them in. Regardless of what you people think, we're bringing them in. And you know why? It's because it creates more Democratic voters, because we all know that terrorists, Muslim refugees, tend to vote Democrat over Republican. So there you go. Prepare to see an increase in terrorism in the United States. Prepare to see ISIS coming into the United States. But we don't really care anymore. What difference does it make? Right? Yeah, there you go, Hillary. What difference does it make? Go ahead, bring them all in. Just open the borders. Bring in the terrorists. Bring in the terror. That's what Obama wants anyway, is it not? I'm sorry. But if you are wanting to bring in a group of people that could very well include terrorists into the United States, you're contributing to the spread of terrorism. Why would you do that? Why would you want to put your own people at risk? unless you don't consider the American people to be your people. I don't get that. I don't understand why any leader whatsoever would want to bring in a bunch of high-risk people that could potentially bomb shopping malls, could potentially kill you, your family, your sons, your daughters. Why in the world would you want to bring in a group of people that could potentially bring havoc and terror into the United States, as we have witnessed in Germany, as we have witnessed in several other of these countries that have been accepting the Syrian refugees? Why on earth would you want to bring in a group of people like that into the country? But that's President Obama. That's the liberal left for you. They do not use their brain. I don't even think they have brains. It's just a bunch of mush. Because, and you know, that's one phrase that Scott Walker used to use. If it's mush, you push. And that's what they've done with President Obama. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. He's mushy. He's very mushy. But, you know, guys, I'm sorry, but even if, let me explain something to you. All right, how many people were involved in 9/11? How many people were involved in 9/11? A total of 2,996 people were died. It injured more than 6,000 others. Now, guys, look at how many people were involved in the 9/11 terrorist attack. Not very many, were there? There were not very many hijackers. Not very many people involved. Of course, you had people that were behind the scenes, but you had 5 hijackers aboard the American Airlines Flight 77. And he had 5 hijackers aboard United Airlines Flight 175. And he had 4 hijackers that were on Flight 93. So those are the 3 ones. And then you have 5 hijackers aboard Airlines Flight 11. There's your 5. Or, excuse me, there's your 4. So on those 4 airplanes, you had 5, 10, 15, 19. So a total of 19 hijackers. Let me ask you something. Considering the damage that 19 people did, just 19 people. Of course, you have people behind the scenes too. But considering the damage that 19 people did, the dirty work, imagine bringing in 10,000 people. Just 19. If 19 of those are terrorists, look at the damage that can be done. Now imagine if thousands of them are terrorists. Imagine if out of these unvetted people, because that's basically what a lot of them are. They're unvetted because, like I said, there's nothing to compare the records to. Out of these thousands of unvetted, practically unvetted people coming into the country, are you going to be able to determine whether or not they're terrorists? No. So could potentially hundreds of, maybe thousands of these people be terrorists? Yeah, pretty much. And considering ISIS's strength, considering that ISIS has been able to recruit people without any previous history of being involved in radical ties to Islam whatsoever, but because they are able to somehow have a connection with them through their religion of Islam and rope them in and then radicalize them, and they're, they have no record of being a terrorist whatsoever. But because they're able to do that with these people, it makes everything a lot more difficult, because now we're bringing in a group of people that could potentially not have any radical ties whatsoever, but be radicals, but be terrorists.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time. Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as student loan debt, tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
You remember that song, The Harlem Shake? That little phrase that they had in there, Coloctarita. That phrase meant we were with the terrorists. I think that's Obama's favorite song, because I am pretty sure after all this information coming out, I don't think it'd be hard to conclude that Obama is with the people that want to destroy the United States. And why do you say that? Why are you saying that? It's because look at what this guy's doing. Look at it. He's bringing in 10,000 Syrian refugees, many of which are unvetted because there's not a database that we can completely compare the records to. Bringing in 10,000 Syrian refugees, and all you LGBTs out there, and the women out there especially, need to listen because those people are coming for you. Those are the people that Obama's bringing into the country. And we're supposed to just say, yay! We're fine with it. Everything's perfectly all right. It's all hunky-dory. It's so, I don't know. It so ticks me off. He's supposed to, because as we read for you out of AP, Associated Press, supposed to bring these people in before September. Took 19 hijackers to do all the damage on 9/11, plus the people behind the scenes. Imagine if hundreds of these people that he's bringing in here are terrorists. Take a look at all the damage that they could do. 10,000 guys. You need to get that through your head. 10,000 of these people. And then on top of that, you have Obama that paid a $400 million ransom for 4 prisoners. So $100 million per prisoner. And then Obama comes out and says on the Iran payment that we do not pay ransom. You do not or you did not? Because it's pretty obvious that you did. What a moron. Actually, I take that back. He's not a moron. The guy's just pure evil. He is pure. I think he is genuinely out to destroy America. I think he's genuinely out to destroy the foundation of the United States, which is the Constitution. I think this guy's out to destroy the country. I've thought that for quite some time, but you do not make deals like this on purpose. I mean, a 12-year-old could make better deals than that. $400 million for 4 prisoners. And that money is just going to be used to be regenerated into terrorist activities that guess who they come at? Us and Israel. That's where that money goes. To killing us. So we basically donated to the Destroy America Foundation. I tell you, I am so sick of this man. I am sick and tired of this man in the White House. And we get a new president in. I am so fed up with it. Because, guys, this type of behavior that it's so outrageous, it's so beyond reason, it doesn't make any sense. Can you understand why you would give $100 million per terrorist? Or excuse me, $100 million for to a terrorist organization for prisoners? $100 million? I don't get that. I don't think that any reasonable person could understand that. But that's where we're at. That is where we are at in Obama's America, where we are now proudly negotiating with terrorists. So Obama paid a ransom, but was not a ransom. How would you not consider it? Is it... Oh, okay, let me put it this way, because this is another thing. This is another way of looking at this. we have seen in the Obama administration time and time again where words mean nothing. Where in this circumstance, money was given to Iran to free 4 prisoners. 4 prisoners were freed, $400 million total, so $100 million per prisoner. But it wasn't a ransom. Now, had that money not been given to Iran, yeah, we probably wouldn't have seen those 4 prisoners freed. But it wasn't a ransom. Well, now we get to this other thing. ISIS, all right? ISIS. ISIS. The Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. Or ISIL, the Islamic State of Iraq and Levant, which includes the region. But you take a look at that. What does President Obama say? They're not Islamic. Islam is right in their name. Oh, by the way, information on that Khan guy. The One News Network released a report on this. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and pull up that report because I want to play that on the show to all of you guys so you can hear it. But apparently this guy, this Khan, Kaiser Khan, has ties to the Muslim Brotherhood and also believes in implementing Islamic law, Sharia law. Go ahead and listen to this. This is from
Father of a fallen Army captain gained overnight fame after speaking at the DNC last week where he denounced Trump's immigration policy.
One America's Vanya Beltran takes a deeper look into the man and breaks down the ties he has to the Saudi government and the Clintons.
At first glance, the Khans, who caught national attention after their speech at the DNC, seemed like an average Gold Star family. But that couldn't be further from the truth. In what appears to be an effort by Hillary Clinton to sway minority voters, Kaiser Khan was chosen to speak because his son was killed while serving in Iraq in 2004. However, Khan barely mentioned his son and instead spent most of his time criticizing Trump.
Donald Trump, you're asking Americans to trust you with their future. Let me ask you, have you even read the United States Constitution? I will gladly lend you my copy.
That's Khan criticizing Trump's alleged anti-immigration policy, but Khan is far from an average immigrant, as he has deep ties to the government of Saudi Arabia, Muslim immigration, and even the Clintons themselves. His law firm, Caiden Cowger Law Office, specializes in visa programs accused of selling U.S. citizenships. According to the firm's website, he works to help clients with the E2 and EB5 programs that let overseas investors buy into U.S. companies and also provides green cards for family members. The EB5 program is marred in controversy as it is said to be one of the most abused visa categories and is a legal loophole allowing immigrants to buy their way into the U.S. Khan also previously worked for Hogan Lovells LLP, a based law firm representing the government of Saudi Arabia and the U.S., the loophole allowing immigrants to buy their way into the U.S. Khan also previously worked for Hogan Lovells LLP, a D.C.-based law firm representing the government of Saudi Arabia and the U.S., and is also in charge of doing the Clintons' taxes. One American News also took a deeper look into Khan and found his history of promoting Sharia law in the U.S., as described in the Journal of Contemporary Issues in Muslim Law, which he co-wrote.
So there you go. Supports Sharia law in the U.S., and he also has ties to the Muslim Brotherhood.
And although in the journal he admits the Quran is a book of religious guidance and not an easy reference for legal studies, he declared, quote, "To Muslims, the Quran, being the very word of God, is the absolute authority from which springs the very conception of legality and every legal obligation." But it doesn't stop there. The publication also sheds some light on Khan's connection to the Muslim Brotherhood, as he cites Saeed Ramadan, a prominent member of the radical group. Donald Trump has denounced Khan's comments as well as his recent round of interviews, accusing Khan of trying to drive away attention from the main problem, which is radical Islamic terrorism.
So there you go. This Khan guy has connections to the Muslim Brotherhood. He has advocated for Sharia law in the United States. This is the guy who the media is praising. Really tells you the truth, doesn't it?
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as student loan debt, tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
So everyone's talking about the outrageous behavior from Donald Trump regarding Kaiser Khan. But no one's talking about the liberals' behavior regarding Patricia Smith, who was the mother of diplomat Sean Smith, who lost his life over in Benghazi. No one's talking about that. Because the thing that gets me is that everyone's so concerned about Kaiser Khan. Oh, it's so horrible how Donald Trump, he's a grieving father, and she's a grieving mother, and they didn't care at all about him. Well, what about what Chris Matthews did to Patricia Smith and the stuff that he said about her? Go and play that. This is from MSNBC at the RNC.
This gross accusation that somehow Hillary Clinton had anything to do with the death of Chris Stevens, Ambassador. She had nothing to do with it. Even if all the arguments about the PR afterwards, as Sheen pointed out, are true. Worst case scenario, she didn't give a straight story afterwards. That had nothing to do with the death of great ambassador over there. I don't understand why the Republicans would choose to put this on primetime television when they have such wonderful stories of American heroism to speak to the American people. I think it was wrong. I don't care what that woman up there, the mother, has felt. Her emotions are her own. I don't care.
Did you hear that? I don't care what that mother has felt. Her emotions are her own. Listen.
I don't care what that woman up there, the mother, has felt. Her emotions are her own.
That's what the liberals said about Patricia Smith, the woman who lost her son in Benghazi. But there is more outrage over Donald Trump saying, I've made sacrifices too, which everyone has. I've made sacrifices. You've made sacrifices. Now, of course, none of us have made the sacrifices compared to what this guy made that was, Gold Star recipient, was, gave the ultimate sacrifice. But all of us have made sacrifices to a certain degree, so to say that none of us have sacrificed anything, that's not true whatsoever. And I think that's how Donald Trump interpreted the question. Because the way that the media has interpreted that question, what sacrifices have you made? In other words, what sacrifices have you made compared to this guy? That's called gotcha journalism if that's the way that the question was designed. Because if it was a question that was designed to mean, have you made any sacrifices? Then Donald Trump could say, yes, I have. And that's how Trump took it. But no, the media interpreted that. What sacrifices have you made compared to that of Kaiser Khan? Or compared to that to the son of Kaiser Khan? And Trump just said, I've made sacrifices. And guys, the thing that gets me is that the media in this country is so hypocritical. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about having any sort of standard. All that they care about is taking out Republicans. Guys, keep playing what Chris Matthews said. He's not done. Keep playing. This is Chris Matthews, MSNBC, RNC.
For the country and choosing a leader, it's wrong to have someone come up there and tell a lie about Hillary Clinton. It's not true. It's logically not true. It's manifestly not true. She had anything to do in that case, even if all the arguments about what she said afterwards or Susan Rice said afterwards on Meet the Press are true. And anybody who thinks about it for a second knows it's not true. And I think it's wrong that they ruined their evening with this.
So they ruined their evening with putting a mother on there who blamed Hillary Clinton for the death of her son because Hillary Clinton lied repetitively. Got it. Okay, so that they ruined their evening with that. And we put that on CalgaryNation.com. It received 15,000 views. We were really one of the main news organizations to actually exploit that. And it got 11,000 views on YouTube. It's quite a bit, but should have gotten more. 15,000 on Calgary Nation, yeah. But guys, I just tell you, I am so absolutely, utterly sick of these double standards that we have from the mainstream media. Because they make it out like, oh, it's so horrible how Trump is treating Kaiser Khan. What about what the media did to Patricia Smith? No one talks about that. That is the real story there that no one is covering. And people should be. People should be talking about that because it is an excellent example of hypocrisy in the media. Because here's a woman that lost her son in Benghazi. and then you have this family up there that uses that entire platform at the DNC rather than talking about heroism like what Chris Matthews was saying, rather than talking about heroism, they brought a family on there to just bash Donald Trump. So, but MSNBC during this entire thing, oh yeah, that was very effective, Kaiser Khan. Oh yeah. But when it comes to Patricia Smith, I can't believe they ruined their evening with this. That's MSNBC. They are so, the media in this country is so stupid. And they expect their audience to be stupid, apparently, because they believe that they're buying this stuff. And, you know, guys, 24/7, all that they're doing is just bashing Donald Trump. Bashing Donald Trump. CNN's bashing Trump right now as I'm watching. So, I mean, guys, that's the thing that gets me. The media in this country is so on board with the Democratic Party. It is basically state-run. That's where we're at presently. But anyway, guys, another thing that I have here for you is that apparently Glenn Beck believes that Donald Trump is another Mussolini. And Hillary Clinton is Iveta, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know. I forget how to pronounce that name. But anyway, Glenn Beck was doing an interview. He'll pronounce it, and then I'll know what. I know who he's talking about, but I forget how you pronounce that name. But anyway, Glenn Beck was on an interview on The Blaze and said that Donald Trump is another Mussolini, Hillary Clinton is just like him, and that there will be revolution in the streets. Go ahead and play it. This is Glenn Beck.
And you're talking about it in your book. The fear I have is that if Hillary Clinton does become president for 4 or for 8 years, the damage that she could do could be lasting to the point where...
I think if she gets elected, I think we're looking at Argentina. I think we're looking at Evita. We're looking at Argentina. However, I think there's also a chance that if Donald Trump gets elected, we're looking at Mussolini, because we are going to go through horrible economic times and horrible times of revolution in the streets. A strong man can come up, either a male or a female, it doesn't matter. Communist, dictatorship, doesn't matter. That is the progressive choice. A dictatorship, fascist, or communist. There's no constitutionalist here. There's nobody talking about the constitutionalists. So my fear, and my daughters just asked me this last night. So, Dad, what does it look like under Hillary? And I said, Evita. Worst case scenario. What's it look like under Donald? Worst case scenario. Mussolini. Well, so then what do we do? A, you have to make that choice. I can't make that choice. I'm done. I don't know what to do myself. But as I said to my kids, either one of those end with Dad in jail. So don't worry.
So, yeah. That's Glenn Beck, the guy who has said repetitively that he would like to stab Donald Trump, kill Donald Trump, and all this other stuff. So that's Glenn Beck for you. Sorry, excuse me. I can't say that because that was an insinuation. All right. Yeah, he didn't actually say that. He just stabbing Donald Trump repetitively. That doesn't mean he wants to kill him. Okay, got it. Yeah, that was Glenn Beck. But yeah, Glenn Beck's saying that Donald Trump is another Mussolini. I'd say this man, his career is so out the window. He is so gone. The guy, all he spews anymore is just a bunch of conspiratorial nonsense. He doesn't say anything rational anymore. Because I want to tell you right now, Donald Trump is not another Mussolini. All right, he's not a Mussolini. He is a guy that I think genuinely wants to fix the country, that genuinely wants to help the country, to contribute to making America great again. I think that this is a guy that legitimately wants to help America, and that's why he's running, because he has no other reason to. He doesn't need this. He could easily just go back to Trump Tower and be fine and spend his $1 million everywhere or billions of dollars everywhere else. He doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to run for the presidency. But I think that he genuinely wants to repair this nation and make it better. And he is a constitutionalist. He does care about the Constitution. This is just a bunch of ridiculousness from the media, including Glenn Beck.
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight.
Somebody had to say it.
If you've ever been looking for a way to invest your money, gold can be a very good investment. Let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is one of the best companies in the business dealing with gold and other precious metals. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and can offer spectacular information on investing in gold. All you have to do is call 1-800-932-4108, and they will give you the knowledge that you need to make an investment. Even if you've just been curious about purchasing gold, this is a great group that can provide you with reliable information. Call 1-800-932-4108 and also ask them about some of their ebooks, such as 10 Shocking Reasons Why You Should Buy Gold and the Definitive Gold Guide. These resources are great for anyone, especially those that are just curious about investing. Call 1-800-932-4108. And some of their products that they offer are quite amazing. I mean, they have the gold bars, they have the gold coins, but they also have this thing called a Valcambi bar. And this is basically just a little bar about the size of a credit card that can fit into your wallet, made up of little grams of gold. So anytime that you just want a gram of gold, you just break one of them off. It's really quite neat. So by all means, contact our friends at Capital Gold Group. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as student loan debt, tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Because quite frankly, guys, what's the difference between Glenn Beck and Kaiser Khan? I can't think of one. Because Kaiser Khan was accusing Donald Trump of not reading the Constitution. And Glenn Beck is accusing Donald Trump of not being a constitutionalist. So, I guess because Kaiser Khan is voting for Hillary Clinton, Glenn Beck is going to have to as well. Because I guess that's the only constitutionalist guy. So, goodbye, Becky. And no, Hillary Clinton is not a constitutionalist. The Democratic Party has done everything that they possibly can to manipulate and change the Constitution. And I'm sorry, but if we end up getting Hillary Clinton in there, you can kiss the Supreme Court goodbye, and there the Constitution really does go out the window. With Donald Trump elected as president, you are going to see constitutionalists, Supreme Court justices appointed to the Supreme Court. You are going to see constitutional appointees, not these judicial tyrants that would be appointed under a Hillary Clinton administration. So do not listen to Beck. Do not listen to wackos like him. Because in truth, if we really get down to it, and you want to see this nation get back to the way that it used to be, then we need to elect Donald Trump to be the next president. I'm just going to tell you the way that it is. That's what needs to happen. Because if we do not elect Trump to be president of the United States, you are going to see a complete takeover of the Supreme Court. And then there really will be no Constitution because it will be so misinterpreted. Because the liberals believe, this is the theory of the liberals, all right? Legal documents and words don't mean anything anymore. Liberals believe that the Constitution was written to be changed, was written to be expanded, to transform, that the founders wrote it uniquely to be so as time goes on, the words change. The founders did not write the Constitution to be that way. And the reason why they say that is because Thomas Jefferson said that the Constitution should be looked at every so many years to see if anything needs to be updated. That was a big thing regarding slavery. That was a big remark regarding that. Thomas Jefferson had slaves, but he didn't treat them like dirt. The slaves loved Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson loved them. Okay? And, I mean, you can even go back into history where he actually had relationships with them. And he had affairs with some of them. And no, it was not R-A-P-E. Okay? The slaves loved him, he loved them. Or he loved the slaves, slaves loved him. All right? But the thing that you have to consider here with this entire thing is that if the Constitution was meant to evolve, then it's basically a worthless document. Because if it evolves, then there's no power to it. Everything is constitutional. Because something else that you have to understand here, guys, is that Thomas Jefferson, when he said that the Constitution has to be looked at every so many years, he's talking about a revision that would be passed through Congress and through the executive branch, which is the president, okay? So Congress and the president pass a new amendment to the Constitution, or a revised amendment to the Constitution. It doesn't expand, it doesn't change on its own. It can only change, it can only be transformed when Congress makes the decision to change it. But we have been told by these progressives that have injected themselves into the judicial system that no, it changes automatically by itself. Words do not change. The original intent and the meaning of the Constitution are very, very important, and they are still as meaningful today as they were back then, have the same meaning today as they had back then. But the liberals have been able to manipulate the Constitution into promoting their ideology. Why? Because they don't care about the original vision that the founders had for the country. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for listening to us tonight. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, Go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com, and for the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you, God bless, and God save this nation.